I'm getting a look inside Usher's private tour rehearsals. There's a little bit of something for everybody. It's another ET exclusive.
We all want to be team.
To have a career that spans past, present, and future, to be able to speak to 3 generations in one. You know, I got grandma, I got mom and the kids all in one room. To be able to pull together this incredible moment that celebrates my legacy.
Yeah.
You should absolutely expect something that is otherworldly, and also too very much so connected to my musical history.
Usher kicked off his past, present, future tour this week in his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. How does he prepare? Let me take you backstage.
Is that the cold plunge?
That's the cold and the hot plunge right
Wait a
now.
minute. So you do a hot plunge and a cold plunge?
That everywhere I go, that has to come with me. That right there is the key. Normally I travel with my gym equipment.
Oh yeah?
People don't really know about the stuff that goes into the, you know, the thing that looks so easy.
Right, because when you're out there, you're dancing and everybody's like, oh, it's easy. That's what he does.
I have to do this every day, man.
Yeah.
And some days it's harder than it is easy to get up and just keep moving, especially if you have like a little moment or something that happened during the show.
Yeah.
Dancing, I'm skating, like a slip or something like that. But there's enough equipment and also staff to help me get myself back together. I also travel with a sauna.
Come on, let me see the sauna. So how often do you get in the sauna?
I get in the sauna every chance I get. Once I'm, you know, if I need to kind of heal myself, I think, like I'm telling you, I go in there. I stay in there like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then I have physical treatment, you know, realignment, acupuncture, cupping, stuff like that.
How do they get this thing in and out of here?
I have to build it every time. We have like an incredible regimen that I do on a consistent.
What does that consist of? Like,
I gotta get up. Let me see, 8 o'clock.
no matter what, if you performed, you're still up at 8 o'clock the next morning.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
For the most part, that's the idea.
Right.
The idea is to get up and kind of create a regimen where I get up, I try to meditate. I then have a short workout, walk, I either run or do something that I think that physically kind of gets my body prepared for the day. Then I eat, and then take a little nap. There's no bad seat in the house because there's something for everybody in here. My show doesn't just start when I hit the stage. The moment you walk in here, it's a show.
While performing, Usher will hit 3 different stages to interact with his thousands of fans.
I can't tell you everything that's gonna happen here, but let's just say there's a show on the C stage.
It's going to happen here.
That's gonna happen right here.
Let me ask you something about creating viral moments, because you do it. You seem to have your kind of finger on the pulse to create viral moments, from the tiny desk to, you know,
Well, check it out. This is a connection between those two things, right?
What?
Yeah, the up close and personal experience of being with just me and a band. That's what that is, right? But this is not just a stage space. You see that there's bar seats here.
Oh, so people can sit
they're
they're pulling up to the bar.
They're at the bar. They can have drinks out here. There's tables and seated spaces out here where we, you know, create an elevated experience where people can eat out here, have a good time, and enjoy the show before the show. This is the B stage, right? So
That's the B stage. Okay.
There's a revolving mechanism inside the center of it that does something really, really special.
Where you're going to roller skate? Because
Roller
that has to be in the show.
I roller skate here. I roller skate around there's the passer rail is what we call it, that goes from the left side all the way up to the B stage and then back to the right side of the stage.
And so that will be the roller
rink. Yeah. So I'm roller skating, you know, I'm storytelling. You know, there's gonna be some pole dancing in here.
Of course there is. If
you gotta see the show, and I can't give it to you.
This is the pit, the party zone.
This is the party zone. This is the pit. Yeah. There's some seating in here, but for the most part, I wanted to make it so that people could come in here and literally have a good time. You know, it rains Ushbucks in this area. I love when you feel activated, right? You feel like you're immersed in the experience of the artist. I'm gonna go all the way back to my first record, and I'm gonna bring people all the way up into a current moment that's very relevant at the same time. It'll be sporadically, you know, curated throughout the entire performance, but everybody gets something.
Usher's tour, celebrating his over 30 years of music, will also mess around with a little AI technology inspired by an A-list actor.
in some way it was Tom Hanks' AI experience that kind of gave me this idea of how to play with AI. It's beautiful when you're able to take your current self and go back and do creative things with an earlier kind of AI created image of yourself. So I'm playing with technology. I'm doing some things that have never been done before. I'm experimenting in ways that have never been experimented ever. So this is gonna completely be a state-of-the-art experience that brings technology, that brings history through song and dance together. But it's not so advanced that you don't still have this connective, real, raw, live performance. If I'm spending multiple days in the city, know that I have to curate an experience that's gonna elevate it outside of what you saw. So nobody sees the same show.
So for Usher fans, you should come on multiple nights.
If you can, you should.
Right.
There's no two shows alike.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fans can also expect a show very different from his Vegas residency and his 8 shows in Paris, which, by the way, are being documented in his concert film, Usher, Rendezvous in Paris, out September 12th. I love this quote that they said. The concert film incorporates the essence of his landmark cultural phenomenon, Vegas residency, into a seductive French touch confession.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Because I thought Vegas was seductive.
Yeah.
Had everything.
Well, first you got to start with, the city of lights, Paris. So we know Las Vegas to be that, but really it's adopting the idea of the real city of lights, which is Paris.
Yeah.
And the history and the freedom that I think we had to express ourselves in time. It gave me a liberty to just express myself in a seductive way because of where we were. Yeah, sure, the show was already speaking to that culture, but I was able to elevate it even more. You saw Las Vegas, what Magic City looks like.
Yes.
You can only imagine what the Paris version of my residency. And it's a rendezvous. We know what happens during rendezvous, right?
Yeah.
So it got real nice.
At home, Usher's a newlywed and a dad of 4.
Because I'm sometimes in a city for 5 dates, if there's enough time for me to go home, because I don't like to miss the kids. If they're not here with me, I'll hop on a plane, go make certain that I make breakfast for them, get them to school, and then back on the plane and then come back. Because it's like 2 seconds ago, everybody was screaming my name, and now it's like I'm being screamed at.
But how scary is it once they start driving?
I actually am very proud that my kids do not follow my driving, because they are incredible drivers.
Really?
I'm a maniac behind the wheel. My kids, they drive me now. Like I have them show for me.
I saw a great TikTok of Naveed singing in a hotel lobby. Is he following your footsteps?
Naveed is, he still wants to be an artist. He is an artist, as a matter of fact, but trying to really figure out exactly what type of artist he wants to be, what type of music he wants to make. It's not something that I put pressure on him to do. It's something he actually wants to do.